So the first chapter title is Introduction to Business Intelligence. Let us go through the contents, what all we are going to study in this unit. So you can see a list of table here with the contents. So today we will try to cover the first two, that is business enterprise organization, its functions and core business process, and Baldrige Business Excellence Framework. The second one, Baldrige Business Excellence Framework. In the syllabus copy, this is given as optional reading. So throughout this syllabus, you will have 1 or 2 points wherein they have mentioned optional reading. But when they say optional reading, if you decide to skip it, it definitely comes in the exam. So last year also this question was asked for 10 marks, Baldrige Business Excellence Framework. The answer is also lengthy, but if you write the points, the headings here, you will be getting all the 10 marks. So do not skip this considering your syllabus copy as optional reading. So whatever optional reading is there, which all contents I cover, you make sure to go through that. So now let us first understand step by step. When we say business, okay, be it any business, you talk in banking sectors, you talk for a person owning a company, or you talk about retail, manufacturing units, transport, any business, there is going to be similarities. What similarities are we talking about? You can have a look here at the diagram. Any kind of a business, be it that is the enterprise, we are going to consider it to be the enterprise. So this company or this enterprise will definitely have these four pillars. The four pillars are company planning, marketing, finance, customer relationship management. So in the first unit, we are going to study this in detail. So what will be the company planning? Basically, how you want to have the various sectors in your company, where how many number of sectors you want to expand again. Then we talk about marketing, wherein the major motive, if basically when we talk about businesses, it is going to be that either the business is a product based business or a service based business. So you must have heard of companies, product based companies or service based companies. So now can any one of you tell me what is a product based company, what is a service based company? Have you come across these
Service-based
terms?
companies
Huh?
are service-based companies are which provide services, and product-based are which works only on products and their own products.
Can you give examples?
Microsoft, Google, and all
Hmm.
are product-based, and Wipro uh, yes, Wipro and Infosys are service-based.
Service based. What about Lenovo?
Product based.
Not audible.
Which
Product
ma'am?
based, ma'am.
I asked for Lenovo. Lenovo is a product based or service based?
Product-based ma'am.
It's a
Pro,
product based.
Okay,
Product based.
product based. Why are you saying it to be product based? When you told
Because they are
me,
selling the
they
product
make
of the
products.
laptop
huh?
and
Yes,
their accessories.
yes. So basically, businesses, see, it is not going to be like a company. If it falls under a product based, it can't be service based. It is not like that. There are companies which are both product based and which are service based also. So whether it is a product based or a service based, it definitely has to concentrate on marketing. So again, we are going to understand how these core business functionalities work, how this marketing, finance, company planning, how these work. Next thing is finance. For any business, the important factor is the investment, the money from where they are going to make or they are going to generate to pay for the employees, as well as the money that is needed for them to run their business, that is investors. Then customer relationship management, which talks about maintaining the customers, retaining the customers, that is CRM. Then you have information management, and the last one, that is human resources or the human resource management. So now we'll expand this diagram and we will try to understand what each of them mean. Okay. Now, one important thing in businesses is going to be that the ratio of demand and supply has to be maintained, whether it is a product based or a service based. It should not be that wherever, like, there is a lot of demand in the market but there is no supply, or there is a lot of supply for that product but there is no demand. So that way the business is going to collapse. So now we will next expand this and try to understand what are these core business functions. What is sales and marketing, product service delivery, quality. So we'll go through one by one. So now you imagine a company, any XYZ company. So now there are several factors, okay, wherein a company is not able to meet its needs of sales and marketing, quality, product service delivery, etc. One thing could be it is not able to meet because of lack of the human resource. That is, there is no manpower in the company wherein they can carry out these activities, or they are financially at loss, so they are not able to carry out these things. But for any business, for its smooth functioning and to expand in the market, these core business processes are important. So now what is sales and marketing? So whenever we talk about employees in a company, and within the short period of inception of that company, definitely that company wants to expand in the market. Maybe initially it was just in a local region, say the company started in Belgaum, but later on it definitely, with the time that is coming up, it wants to expand globally. So for that, to manage the customers, the sales and marketing is important here. So what is business? Business is definitely just not going to be having the customers, but one important thing here is the customer base should expand. So for that, what is important is reaching out to those customers in different parts of the world if you want to expand your business globally. And with customers, what we mean here is not just having the older customers, but those customers should also be able to bring in new customers for your company. That is, we say that is a loyal customer base. Like, for example, I'll give you a day to day example here. You all must have heard of the shoes that are sold in camp area in the Belgaum, right? Now, some of you, I get, two of you go there, you try to purchase those shoes, you come back. The next time, what is going to happen? One of your friend will ask, from where did you purchase the shoes? So what are you are a customer for that particular company there, and you're going to tell, I have purchased it from so and so place. And only if you are happy with that product will you tell it to your friend who is asking. So please don't buy it from a particular shop. Instead you go to camp and you buy there, you're getting good shoes. So this is how customers are going to bring in new customers. So any customer here, especially when we talk for marketing, mouth publicity plays an important role from customers end. Okay, maybe hoardings, those ads which are given in the newspapers will not have an impact, but mouth to mouth publicity is an important factor. So you take again, whenever exhibitions, there are certain exhibitions that are happening in, say, the Millennium Garden or any other place. Whenever a group of bunch of ladies are going to go there and they're going to go through the set of exhibition items that are kept there, what how this customer base is increasing there? Only with the help of mouth to mouth publicity. Only in this mouth to mouth publicity the marketing is increasing there. So say today Krupa and Divya go to an exhibition which is there in Millennium Garden, and the very next moment they will come and tell their friends, okay, so here we are getting very good jewelry and this and that. What is going to happen? The next day the entire class of 6th A, all the girls will be there at the exhibition there. So here, retaining the customers, how will the customers stick to you, stick to your product only or stick to your service only is important, because if they are sticking to it only, will they also help you in marketing of that product as well as your service. The company is definitely is not paying anything to the customers there for marketing, but this mouth to mouth publicity plays an important role. Now, the next thing that is important here is product or service delivery. So whenever you have this customer base and uh, like you say, now you are going to buy a product, you're going to buy a laptop from a Lenovo company, okay, and you have paid around 50,000 for a high end laptop. And when will you come back to buying the same product again? And next time you want to buy another product, or you want to buy another laptop for one of your family members, so when will you suggest to buy the same brand laptop? Only when that product or the service delivery from that company is good and the customer is satisfied there. So repeated product and service delivery is expected from that company only if the customer is in such a position and he is satisfied with the company's service there. So what is the important thing here? How this product and service delivery is related? It is related to the quality. Only when the customer is happy with the Lenovo product's quality will he suggest it to his other friends, or will he suggest it to other family members that the quality of this Lenovo product is good. And you please do not buy any other company's laptop, only go for Lenovo. So quality is an important thing when we are talking about product and service delivery, because whether your company is giving you a product or whether it is giving you a service, only if the quality is good, your that particular company is much ahead in its customers, that to attract the customer. I'll give you another example. All of you have visited McDonald's. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no.
No, you have not visited. Never mind. After the lockdown, you can go. Now there is another.
No, sure.
Can you tell me again which all food chains are there apart from this McDonald's, which are
KFC.
specialized? KFC is there. I'm talking about only burgers. Okay, Subway. You have heard of Subway?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, given a
Burger King.
okay, I don't know. I have not gone to Burger King. Let's stick to Belgium now, because I guess most of you must have visited at least a Subway or McDonald's since it is there in Belgium. Okay, I'll stick only to these two. Now, you tell me, given a choice to you, Subway and McDonald's, where will you prefer going?
McDonald's.
Why?
Service is fast and good.
Fast and good. By good, what do you mean? Are you referring to the quality there, or are you referring to the money there? I mean, the rate, the cost.
Whichever is the nearby, I will go
Ma'am,
there.
when food is good, ma'am, it doesn't matter.
No, no, I'm saying on what basis are you how have you chosen McDonald's? What are the reasons? One
Good food,
thing is
ma'am.
good quality. See, okay, see, one thing is when customer is paying for certain product or a service, he is definitely going to think on terms of cash. Okay, if say both the burgers are available at the same price, here also it is 99 and there also it is 99. Next thing what comes into picture is the taste. We are talking about food here. Okay, that is why taste is important. So taste is important here. Wherever there is more better taste and where there are more better options, the customer is going to be attracted there. Then the next thing is what? After we have spoken about price, we have spoken about the taste. These two factors are important. They will be considered as the quality here. What is the next thing? Again, on what basis will you choose McDonald's? The customer does not have.
Ordering,
Yes?
ma'am, placing a order in Subway it's very way too complicated, but in McD it
Ah,
is easy.
yes. So I was waiting for this answer. See, how the customer is going to think now. First thing is he is paying for that particular service there. Next thing what is there is in McDonald's you have the menu list is very short and sweet. One say one particular burger, and you have that list of the French fries and a Coke and various other add-ons. When you go to the same thing for the Subway, what is going to happen? You have to choose the base. You start from choosing the bread there, which kind of a bread you want. Then you start choosing which kind of an mayonnaise you want, what stuffing you want, which kind of a lettuce you want. Everything you are doing, and also you are paying for it. So here what is there is customers, on the customer's side, his brain needs a lot of processing there. That is not what the customer wants. When he is paying a company for a product or a service, he expects everything from the company. And the major distinguishing factor here is, because there are so many competitors in the market, how will a particular company be the topmost, or how will it survive the competition, is by providing very good quality. So can you name some other such similar kind of examples wherein there are same products sold by different companies, or same services which are sold by different companies, but you stick for a one particular brand? Talk about mobile phones. Which mobile phones you prefer? Let's stick only to Android, okay? Not let us not go to iPhone. If given a choice for the set of Android phones, which is the leading brand now?
Samsung.
OnePlus. OnePlus.
Every Don't tell me your own brands. I'm talking about globally. Which is the brand which is on top, and why?
Google.
Why you tell? You give me the reasons also. I need the reasons also, no?
Yeah, it has a stock Android, man.
It has all your mobile phones are stock Android only. Even Motorola has stock Android.
But it's owned from Google.
But
It is manufactured by Google.
Google, okay. Again, talk about laptops. Then you talk about various day-to-day real, in the real sense, you make use of so many products and services. If I now again I'll give you here example in Belgaum. You have two mega marts. One is the Reliance Smart and one is D Mart. Where do you prefer going?
Reliance.
DMart.
Why?
DMart.
Both of you have to tell me the
DMart.
reason. All those are saying D Mart. Why D Mart?
Because
It's
it's
cheap and best.
Okay, it's cheap and best. Here the customers' pockets are not having, they do not have to pay more. Then why Reliance?
Quality.
Quality. So see, if you're going to buy certain products like soaps, toothpaste, it's fine. You go to DMart, not an issue there. The MRP is going to be same. But if I'm considering to buy certain food grains, if I'm considering to buy certain items like grocery items, sugar, which are sold loosely, I will prefer quality, because here health comes into picture. So wherever there is good quality, that company is going to be in the lead. Because why do you think Big Bazaar got shut down? What was the reason? The prices were also quite high there. Quality was also good. Then why did it did sustain in the market? What was the reason? You're not able to distinguish. Why did Big Bazaar go down, and why now Reliance in a short period of time has come up so much?
Ma'am, they concentrated on particular set of customers. Ma'am.
Which one? Big Bazaar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is happening here? The customer base is important. If we are talking about such products or services, wherein if you concentrate on the mass customer, that is majority of the customer, all need to be attracted. No, if you're keeping your price range very much high for the middle class families, they are not going to come and purchase items from your company. They will definitely, the customer base is diverted there. So remember that when you talk about business and tomorrow you decide to come with your own businesses, you need to understand that if you want to be in the competition, you have to come up with a good quality product or a service, so that the customer sticks to your brand or to your company only. So next we'll proceed with product development, the fourth one there. Now, again, when we talk for businesses, same kinds of products are available in the market. If you talk for mobile phones, if you're talking for laptops, with slight difference in their configurations, they are existing in the market. So, what does a company or a business look for in the product development is innovation. If they decide to sell a particular mobile product in the market, okay, we'll talk about one particular brand only now. Let us stick to, say, Motorola phones or Samsung phones, they are having so many variations. No, there they have like they have given Moto E3 power, then they have Moto G9, they have Moto G5 Play, and so on. Then same product, it is a mobile only. Same features are given. Same features are given. You can make a call, you can have internet access, you have camera and internal storage, external storage. Then why are they coming up with again new products? Why is not that Motorola company just manufacturing one product and that's the end? Why is it coming up with different kinds of products there? Because of the little variations that are happening, or because of the little innovations that they're doing, that is going to attract the customer. So the moment a new product or a new mobile phone is launched, you go to your parents and say, I want that phone because it is having 64 pixel camera and my phone is having just 8 pixel camera. So what is the innovation there? How are they able to sell the same product in the market with at a better price again, rather increased price? Because of the little innovations that they're doing, they are able to sustain in the market. They are able to carry out their businesses. Otherwise, actually, if you see their configurations, there is not much of a difference. They are increasing their processors, they are increasing the memory space, the storage space, and they are providing you with a better quality camera. So these small features tend to attract the customers. These small innovations tend to attract the customer. So basically, it is like, if as a HR, if I'm trying to hire your class and I'll interview all of y'all. So I need there should be something unique. Then only I'm going to be able to hire you. So that is what the HR asks. What is the different point in you? What is the unique quality in you? Why should I hire you? Because if you compare the features, all of you will be completing BCA, all of you are in the sixth sem, all of you have studied the same subjects, all of you more or less have scored the average marks. Then what is the difference with which I should hire you? So it is those little innovations that the company does with which they sustain in the markets. Next thing is accounting. So why does accounting come into picture for a business? Because whether it is product based or a service based, there is a lot of cash flow, in cash and out cash. That is the cash that the company is getting from customers and the cash that the company is giving to customers, or the cash that is giving to the vendors and the suppliers, and the salaries that they give to their employees. So all these things need to be maintained properly for a business to run. That is when they will get to know whether the business is in loss or it is in profit. So that is why accounting is an important factor here, as an important core business function which relies on technology these days. See, earlier it was manual accounting, where register was there and they had those bill systems, everything was manual. But these days, accounting is relying mainly on technology. So, why technology? You have the next feature there, accounting and technology. Accounting is these days relying on technology because you have softwares and the work of your accounting is reduced easily with the help of these technologies and these softwares. All you have to do is on a daily basis just go on updating, and you can store records up to 5 years, 10 years, keep only the necessary records, delete whatever is not required. All these things are done with the help of technology, and also more accurately and in the less amount of time. With technology, accounting has become very much easier. The time investment needed there is reduced to minimal. The next points we shall cover in the next session. You can ask any doubts if you have up till here, can and also drop your attendance.